This newscast is brought to you by Qberg, Pittsburgh's source for LGBTQ plus news and community information. To learn more about Qberg, visit their website at qberg.com. That's QBURGH.com. From the PEP Radio Newsroom, these are the stories we are covering this evening. Greenland's Prime Minister declared Wednesday that Greenland is ours and cannot be taken or bought in defiance of a message from U.S. President Donald Trump, who said the United States will acquire the territory, quote, one way or another, even though his administration supports the Arctic island's right of self-determination. Kalaallit Nunaat is ours, Prime Minister Mutta Boudrup Egeda wrote, using Greenlandic for land of the people or the land of the Greenlanders. Egeda added, "We don't want to be Americans, nor Danes. We are Kalaallit. The Americans and their leader must understand that. We are not for sale and cannot simply be taken. Our future will be decided by us in Greenland." His post, written in Greenlandic and Danish, later updated to include English, came hours after Trump made a direct appeal to Greenlanders in a speech to Congress on Tuesday, a week before Islanders head to the polls for parliamentary elections. "We strongly support your right to determine your own future, and if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America," Trump said. "We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together, we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before." But Trump also said his administration was working with everybody involved to try to get it, referring to his wishes to acquire Greenland from Denmark, a longtime U.S. ally. Our take? Donald Trump is an old man with an old man's vision for the world, meaning he is an outdated imperialist who wants to steal resources from other countries. He doesn't care about the fragile state of the Earth's environment so long as he makes plenty of money. LGBTQ plus youth who live in Northeastern states have the highest rates of community acceptance and lower rates of suicidal thoughts and attempts compared to queer youth in other U.S. regions, according to a new 474-page report just released by the Trevor Project, an LGBTQ plus youth suicide prevention organization. The report provides state-by-state analysis of data taken from the organization's 2024 U.S. National Survey on the mental health of LGBTQ plus young people, a survey that captured the experiences of over 18,000 LGBTQ plus young people ages 13 to 24 across the nation. The survey didn't provide a nationally representative sample of LGBTQ plus youth, the Trevor Project said, but the new report's findings still underscore the high rates of mental health challenges that LGBTQ plus youth face amid anti-LGBTQ plus policies, namely political policies, bullying, discrimination, threats of physical violence, and conversion therapy, the group added. Compared to other U.S. regions, the report found that queer youth living in the South had some of the highest rates of anti-LGBTQ plus discrimination and the lowest levels of community acceptance nationwide. Comparatively, queer youth in Midwestern states reported some of the highest rates of suicidal thoughts and attempts, as well as some of the highest rates of physical threats for being LGBTQ plus nationwide. Queer youth in Western states reported some of the highest rates of affirming home environments, but also some of the highest levels of depression nationwide. The U.S. Supreme Court handed Team Trump another loss. Today, the court backed a federal judge's power to order the Trump administration to pay $2 billion to U.S. Agency for International Development contractors, but did not require immediate payment. In doing so, the court, on a 5-4 vote, rejected an emergency application filed by the Justice Department after U.S. District Judge Amir Ali issued a series of rulings demanding the government unfreeze funds that President Donald Trump put on hold with an executive order. The court delayed acting on the case for a week. In the meantime, the contractors have not been paid. In an unsigned order, the court said that Ali's deadline for the immediate payment had now passed, and the case is already proceeding in the district court with more rulings to come. As such, Ali should clarify what obligations the government must fulfill in order to comply with a temporary restraining order issued February 13th, the court said. Ali should consider the feasibility of any compliance deadlines, the court added. 4 conservative justices dissented from the denial of the application, with Justice Samuel Alito writing that Ali did not have unchecked power to compel the government to pay out $2 billion taxpayer dollars. I am stunned, Alito added. Let me break this down for you, Justice Alito. Congress already allocated those funds. It is Congress's decision to decide that the money gets spent, not the Supreme Court's and not the president's. Congress has that power. You do not. The other dissenters, no surprises here, were Justices Clarence Thomas, Neil Gorsuch, and Brett Kavanaugh. That's the news at this hour. If you're watching our news videos on YouTube, please click the subscribe button. Download the Live 365 app to take PEP Radio with you wherever you go. Now back to more music here on PEP Radio.